Hey, what's up? I'm here to tell you a little bit about the old Geth Engineer. Now, I've never been a fan of the Engineer class in Mass Effect 3, but this particular Engineer is amazing. He comes with a Geth turret, which is a turret that attacks enemies, but more important than that, it heals your shields. So on the power tree, I split down for each one. Shield restore, increase the shields restored to allies, increase the range of the ability, and then I went with increase the frequency of restoring shields by 60%. It's a straight shield build, and it makes the turret essentially a healer. I skipped the hunter mode and I went with overload because it's good against all synthetics. I decided to make it a strictly synthetic character, not to be used against the Reapers. So I increased the damage. I made it all damage instead of area of attack so that I can just take one enemy on at a time. Networked AI is the offensive capabilities. I went with power damage, and I think I went power damage all the way. Yeah. And then at the final split, I went with increase Geth weapon damage bonus by 5% because I love using the Geth plasma shotgun with it. As with most character builds, for the final fitness category, I put in all shields because I don't really like meleeing. For weaponry, I'm using the Geth Plasma Shotgun and the Predator 10 just as a backup because it carries no weight. But the key there is the Geth Plasma Shotgun because the Geth character gets a weapon bonus by using it. So here's the turret. You press triangle and it deploys like that. I like to shoot it at a wall or at the ground near me so it just stands right next to me. But as you'll see a little later, it's pretty rangy. So here it's a Silver Run. Shooting this guy, you see I overload him, smack him, that's how it goes. But here my shield's down, so I throw out the turret that's been destroyed. Boom, look at that. Heals me right up. You can see that white electrical force it blasts at you. That's when it's doing its work. Here you see it already right there. Look how far away that thing is. That's easily 10 feet away from me and it's still healing me. So that's about the limit on its range. Pretty significant though when you consider, look, every time I take damage it's helping me out with my shield, and it's also attacking the enemies slightly, and at least gives them another thing to fixate their fire at. And when you get into fights with the bigger enemies, look at that. It's just your best friend, dude. It's your best friend. And not only will it heal my shield, any allies that are in the area, it'll heal their shield as well. Although it will do it less frequently for you because it's also helping them. So I kind of like to roll solo when I'm with the random unknown teammates like I am here. Because fuck them. It's my shield, bitch. Get your own, engineer. And then you can see the offensive tactic is to just hit overload, fire the weapon. And the way that I built the turret, it doesn't take very much damage, so it usually gets taken out within like 30 seconds. But because it's a power and I have infinite capabilities, I can always just spam it out. And if you're in doubt and you're not sure whether it's still there or not, it doesn't do you any harm to toss it out because it can repair your shield instantly upon deployment, and often that's a good way to guarantee it's going to work. Now here I'm displaying the melee attack of the Geth Engineer. He creates this energy bubble and it sort of just fires out attack at the enemy. It's pretty darn cool, but you have to have a shield in order to do it. And you can see here with the turret, look at it, it's great for reviving high stress situations. And here's the melee again, just create this little dome, pop, it's pulsing, and it sort of freezes the enemies or something. When it kills them, it looks really cool. And you can rotate around so you can see different directions while you're meleeing, or whatever you would call that. And if you put down your little turret there, it'll help build your shield up so you could potentially melee for a longer period of time as long as your turret is hooking your shield back up. You can see here there's a cool little exchange I get into with this Atlas, where, you know, it's really annoying when the Atlases are just firing their rockets at you and it seems like there's nothing you can do to get away from them, like this. Oh, put out your little turret and shield back. Look at that, right away. Shield come back right after he hit me. A few seconds go by, boom, shield's right back. I'm starting to believe that the Geth Engineer is the best character that came with the DLC strictly because of this turret. I've yet to deploy it in a real team environment, but next game I play with people that I know on Gold, I'm definitely going to be rocking the Geth Engineer perhaps an infiltrator on the team, just a bunch of anti-synthetic characters working in a group. And with that little turret, man, maybe we get even 2 engineers, 2 health regenerating turrets, and a sorry Justicar with that shield and an infiltrator. We will be a formidable force to reckon with. Goodbye!